This episode of the Haunting You podcast is brought to you by VFX. Scare, entertain, and promote with VFX products. Learn more at vfxcreates.com.
Coming to you live from the Chamber of Hunter Studios. This is Haunting You. I'm John Schopp.
I'm Kearney Hutton.
And I'm Leslie Reed.
Welcome, everyone, back to the Haunting You podcast. And happy July. Happy Independence Day. Happy semi-quincentennial. Is that right? Did I say it right? 250 years of the United States?
I don't think that's semi.
I'm pretty sure it's semi.
Wouldn't semi be...
It's
I'm
half
going
of
to
the
call it septuacentennial because I know that one from Ollie.
It is, in fact, semi-quincentennial. So
America has been around for a number of years.
America has been around for a number of years. The number 250, apparently, in 3 days, because this is coming out on July 1st. But happy Independence Day to all of you. I hope you are finding a nice way to celebrate that without blowing off any of your fingers.
Check before and after.
Check before and after. Exactly.
Use a proper punt.
All of it. All of it. All of it.
You know, that's the thing. You know everyone's going to mix alcohol and firearms. You shouldn't, but it's going
Firearms or fireworks?
Either, really.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Either. Either.
The boys are already begging me to get fireworks, but I'm like, you guys are going to be in Colorado for the 4th. You understand that, right? And they're like, no.
I kind of got early.
A little bit, yeah. We're trying to squeeze in, we were trying to arrange it around Texas. And since Texas is July 18th, we're all flying back after Texas together. So it ended up being earlier this summer. But yeah.
Gotcha.
Anyway, welcome everyone back to the Haunting You podcast. We are super excited to have you here. I hope that your build season is just going absolutely swimmingly. Mine is not. Mine is, I have...
No, you have half a roof.
I do have half a roof.
Come on.
Holy crap. The shed is coming along great. I got half of the roof put up on this past weekend, and we're coming up to Juneteenth weekend, which means 3-day weekend. I am confident I will be able to finish the shed this weekend. I am so freaking optimistic. I cannot even describe it accurately. I'm so excited.
You say you're so excited?
I'm so excited. Seriously, like this project has been going on for so long, and I am finally at a point where I can see the end. I'm very excited. I fucked up though, Les.
What did you do? Did you bid on the costumes?
I did not. If anyone's interested, actually, this podcast is coming out after the auction closes. But there is a Broadway company that is auctioning off a ton of costumes, and I'm so tempted. I need to dig through it more to see if there's actually things that would be useful to us, but I'm so tempted. There are lots in there that have over 100 costumes, like enormous freaking lots.
Yeah.
And I just have no idea what is there. But no, that is not how I screwed up.
And you would need a bigger shed.
That. Yeah. But I screwed up because I did not realize, as I was putting on the side panels, there are 2 rows, a lower row and an upper row. The lower row are shorter, the upper row are taller, so they can overlap the lower, right? Well, I got on a roll. Was just doing, one side along the back and then down the other side, without realizing that the ones that go on the back are like 2 inches shorter or 3 inches shorter than the ones that go on the sides.
Oh dear.
And so I used up all my long ones going down one side and the back, and had only the short ones to come back forward again.
Oh, shit, so you had to undo it.
No, I am not. I refused. I was too far along.
Fair.
Because not only is it the second row, it's also, the triangular part, the apex above it. So I would have had to take the entire apex off, plus that second row of panels off, and then all of those would have had extra holes in them that would have to get patched later. It was not worth it. So what I'm doing instead is I installed all of the shorter panels down the side, which not ideal, but It's only 3 inches. And so I have a little bit of scrap left over that I'm just cutting 5-inch widths out of. And then I'm going to bolt those along the top to make up the gap I need to. And I think it will work out fine. I did a test piece. I think it will work out fine. That's way better than having to freaking undo all of the panels again. I couldn't handle it.
Well, yeah, because you already had to do that because they had mixed metrics.
Because of the mixed metrics. That at least I hadn't started hanging walls yet. So it was just adjusting where those support beams were. But my God, the panels have been such a pain in the ass because I'm doing this all by myself, right? And
Right.
so the upper ones, the method that has worked out well for me is I get it positioned into place where I need it. You know, I'm up on the ladder, get it put into position, and then I get it's basically a spring clamp, but it's a ratcheting spring clamp. And so I can crank down on the spring clamp, you know, just the hand size, pin it against one of the support beams, and then I can get a couple screws in it, take that off and finish it,
It's
right?
stable.
And it works. I got these clamps at Harbor Freight. They are awesome and they were cheap. Highly recommend to anyone who needs an extra helping hand as you're doing your builds. Go check out these spring clamps at Harbor Freight. Check out the show notes. There will definitely be a link to them there. So like that has worked out beautifully. So all the walls are up. And this last weekend, like I said, I got half of the roof up. The roof was, I did not know how I was going to do the roof because I'm not a small man. And the sheet metal, I don't think, is rated for my weight on this roof.
Pretty much assume sheet metal is never rated for your weight
Accurate.
unless you have very, very, very explicit evidence to the contrary.
Yes.
And even then, don't trust it.
Accurate.
Because it is one thing to fall through drywall and get yourself all damaged. It's a totally different thing to fall through metal.
And onto concrete.
Unless you really, really, really love tetanus shots.
I do not.
Gaping wounds.
My tetanus is up to date, which is good though, because I don't know if you can see my hands less, but they are fairly well chopped up now.
Yeah.
But I went back to the scaffolding again. And by scaffolding, I mean the pallet jacking. I went back to the pallet jacking, made a scaffolding out of it, and that is what I'm using to put the roof up. And it works beautifully for, you know, getting myself all the way, doing it from the back to the front. And it's been working great. What I don't know
I was saying, am I sensing a butt?
What I'm going to do is right down the center, there is a cover for the crack in between the right at the apex, right?
Yep. And
I'm not sure how I'm going to install that part yet.
I have a thought.
I'm open to it.
This is coming from a non-construction-y.
Pitch it and I will poke holes in it.
Is it just like a cap that you put on and then bolt?
Yes, but the cap is, 10 feet long.
Fucking long.
10 feet long or so, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like an A-frame shaped cap.
Right. So before you start the other half, put the cap on, attach it to one full side, and then as you're doing your first row, one set, attach. Next one, attach.
That's kind of where,
attach.
yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking as well.
And then as you get to the edge, then you just need a basic ladder to then attach your last segment.
Yeah. That's kind of where I'm leaning as well, where I will basically, attach the A-frame to the side that I already have installed. And then as I'm going, I'm just slipping the new metal underneath it. And I think I'll have enough space to still reach where I need to put those top screws in.
This is your roof line?
This is my roof line. She's doing crazy things with her hands, listeners.
Yes, I am. Are your panels multiple running this way? Or are your panels really long ones running this way?
No, they're long running along the
what's the width?
The slope.
Now you're both doing it.
Yeah, we are both doing it. The width it's got to be 3.5 feet, I think.
So if your width along the slope is 3.5 feet, you place your first one. So here's your wall.
Wait.
Here's your wall.
Here's the board. The length of the board, right? 3.5.
Uh-huh.
Width 3.5 feet. Length is about 6 feet. This
You're
one.
laying it on.
Yeah.
Yep. You slide it up under.
Yep.
You attach on your wall and your top with
Yep.
3.5 feet. That's enough to be standing in your open spot here and then reach over to connect.
Not
you just,
quite in
like,
many.
close,
Finish your thought.
Close enough, though.
Well, so I had to bring a 2-step step stool on top of my scaffolding.
Okay.
And that gets me tall enough that I can reach all the way over.
Okay. That's still reasonable.
It was more reasonable than my alternatives.
I'm sure it was. Again, OSHA, we're not professionals.
But I haven't hurt myself yet.
Yes, you have. You saved your hands well cut up. Wear gloves,
where's your
dumbass.
foot?
That's not hurting myself. Like,
What about your foot?
I
That
hurt
was
my
ages
foot.
ago.
That still counts.
I didn't hurt my foot on this project.
Yeah, this project. First off, yeah. Second of all, my favorite part about that whole thing was Leslie describing herself as non-construction-y, but then offering advice literally while
Construction-y.
I'm Googling scaffolding. I'm like, let's see, what is this again?
Can you see this, Les?
Yes.
The yellow bruising.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful color. It's the color of mustard right now on my arm.
Not quite as bright. Brown mustard, yes. But
Brown
not yellow
mustard. Yeah. I'm talking like a really rock stone ground mustard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's about that color.
Yeah, it's got the marbling in there.
Exactly.
I want stone ground mustard on a grilled cheese sandwich with tomato soup.
I love every bit of this.
Did you know that scaffolding is a temporary structure used to support workers and materials?
I did know that.
That's literally what I was doing when Leslie was offering advice.
Thank you. Thank you for
That's
that,
why
man.
I prefaced my advice with, I am not construction-y, but this is
That's
what
my
makes sense
point,
to
though.
me.
But you
That's
are
my
more
point, though.
construction-y than John.
Exactly.
Well, yes.
That's my point.
Pretty sure a monkey in heels could be more construction-y than John. John, I love you, but I'm pretty sure a monkey in heels could be more construction-y than you.
That's the thing.
100%.
If there's new listeners, like, why isn't he chiming in? It's because it's honestly for the safety of our viewers. Or
We barely let John hold the tools, much less use them.
I can't hold power tools or anything.
And we barely let him touch a hammer.
No.
Yep.
We might give him a measuring tape, but only if he's wearing gloves so he doesn't cut himself.
Right.
You got to take a test for that. No.
We're not asking you to do the math. We're just asking you to hold the mathematical tool.
Yeah, I make him hold the end of the tape so that I can run the other end of the tape and take the measurements.
That's still a lot for me.
We know.
We do know.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what scaffolding is. Okay, there's pictures. Excellent.
I'm glad you're caught up. Thanks, man. So yeah, that's where we're at. I am so optimistic that I can make this work and be done with it this weekend. Everybody, keep your fingers crossed. Oh my God.
The other alternative? The other alternative? Can pretty much guarantee that the sheet metal is rated for one of your children.
Say that one more time.
I can pretty much guarantee that.
Don't say it again. No. Still do it.
Rated for the weight of my children. My son has been wanting to learn how to rock climb. I think I have a harness that will fit him now.
Ashley, they said it. I had nothing to do with it. I was against this idea.
Well, if you are not into your build season yet and are still looking for inspiration, there are some great opportunities for you to find that inspiration coming up here over the next couple of months. There are 3 conventions left in this season before we get to haunt season. First
4.
Nope, only 3 left because Midwest was last weekend. June 5th,
because it's
7th,
July.
Year past. So we are into July and August is all that is left. So Les, what is the convention kicking off July 18th and 19th in Irving, Texas?
Texas Hunters Convention, which will have yours truly, at least 2 out of 3 of yours trulies.
Yes, Les and I are going to be there. We are in booth 332 or something very similar to that. We'll be selling shirts. We'll be doing recordings. We'll be giving away free stuff. Come check us out at the booth. We cannot wait to meet you. And if you do a recording with us, you could be featured on a future podcast. So definitely swing by and do a recording with us. It's a lot of fun. I promise. After that,
How
though,
could we not be entertaining?
Indeed. After that, though, the 4 Horsemen of the Gaypocalypse, Hunters Against Hate, the event 4 is happening in Kalamazoo, Michigan, August 1st and 2nd. And then to wrap up convention season 2026, we have
Midsummer Scream.
Midsummer Scream.
Got it right.
August 7th to the 9th at the Long Beach Convention Center. I went to Midsummer Scream every year that I was out in California. It is a lot of fun. definitely check out the Hall of Shadows. They put on a great freaking show. So that is the convention season coming up, and we cannot wait to see you there. But in the meantime, we have our own haunt that we need to be concerned with getting it going.
That's a different choice of words.
It is indeed a different choice of words. Our last episode, we talked layout and what we intend to build. It is
ambitious yet again.
Ambitious is a great word. I was actually listening to our podcast on my way home today. I like to do that before we record, so that I know.
Remember what we talked about.
So I remember what we talked about exactly.
It's like, hey, if the numbers are rough, I mean, you listening by yourself is not going to help that much.
The amount I listen, does help. It does help. But yeah, it is a very ambitious haunt. 11 scare zones. I'm very excited for it, but I need to get this shed done so I can shift my attention to that, because there's a ton that needs to get done for that. But this is so ambitious. I am not confident. That's not even true. I know for a fact I cannot do this by myself. I am going to need help. I have a little bit of help in the neighborhood. We have some neighbors who helped us last year that I want to help again. I had some other neighbors who came to the haunt last year and really want to help this year. And then we were having a going away party at work for some of our members our military members who are getting ready to transfer. And so I got to chatting with a couple of them. Not the ones who are transferring, but a couple who are here. One had seen me wearing my Halloween Horror Nights hoodie around. And so we started bonding over horror movies. And so I've got a couple people at work who kind of want to help us with the haunt this year too.
Is there anybody that you know who's transferring in that we can kidnap?
No one I am aware of
Shanghai
as of yet.
Into assistance.
No one I am aware of yet.
Speaking of which, do any of your neighbors have...
Ty is not coming back yet, damn it.
Aw, come on.
He is
do
still
any of your neighbors
Alaska.
have children that might be waiting?
Tim's still in Europe.
Tim is not in Europe. Tim is in Norfolk.
Oh.
He transferred back last year. And...
Come on, Tim and Carissa.
He's on a ship, though. We don't know what his schedule looks like yet.
Okay, so Carissa.
He is a possibility.
Well, Carissa
is also a possibility. Carissa has 2 daughters around Luca's age.
Why don't we
also of age to be helpful?
Yep.
Let's do one. We should just get the entire, class, the entirety of your class to come help.
You're not wrong. Like, I have thought about that. Speaking of which, Crackers may be interested in helping.
Whoa.
Annie
amazing.
Is in Norfolk.
Yes.
She's got 2 she's got 3 little ones though. And the littlest is like 15 months or 18 months, something like that. So like, don't know that she would be that helpful.
That's what I take from that.
But she could use a break from momming, and we could set up.
She could, but her husband is on an aircraft carrier, and they are going to be deployed for the next 7 months.
Are children allowed on aircraft carriers?
Yes. In fact, I have several children from the neighborhood who act for me. And I have places where I could put children in this haunt. So I'm going to say there's a lot of potential. It's just a question of nailing down, getting people nailed down, right?
Are these kids small enough
they have nail guns for that now.
Metal? I'm not.
The smart ass comments were overlapping, and I didn't catch them all.
I'm sorry, it was just too easy.
He's volunteering the children for sheet metal testing. I'm threatening to nail gun them to wherever we.
There you go. Excellent. I'm glad you guys are. I missed you guys.
Supportive.
I'm glad you're here.
One word for it.
Yeah, so you guys are thinking about coming out as well. Is my point. Anyway,
we're trying.
I believe you. But yeah, so there may be some people to help this, but I think we could do a lot better if we had some sponsors.
Non-Shanghai help?
Bad. But if we had some sponsors, and I very much want to start bringing the community in on our haunt. I want to get people, if we could get even the local hardware store to give us a discount on supplies, or, a thrift store that has junk that they want to get rid of, that kind of thing. Any help
is helpful.
is helpful. Exactly. Any help is helpful. When we were in Astoria doing the haunted ship, we had a local radio station that heard about it and gave us free airtime. That was freaking huge. Absolutely.
That's where you messed
huge.
up your foot.
That is in fact where I messed up my foot. Yes. Ankle. Thank you very much.
No, sorry, my bad.
It still pops. It still pops when I move it in weird ways.
So don't move it in weird ways.
Don't move it in weird ways. Exactly.
Don't do that.
That's fine.
It hurts when I do this.
It hurts when I do that. Don't do that.
Right.
So,
I mean, the alternative is that we could remove it.
That is always a possibility. So what I want to talk about for the rest of the podcast today is, how do we incentivize businesses to partner with us? I want to create a flyer. I want to create a pitch that I can give to local business owners and say, this is what we're doing. This is how we need help. Would you be willing to partner with us? Oh, and this is the benefit that we're giving as well.
I was going to say, so one thing you're going to want to throw in there is, what can we offer?
What can we offer? Exactly. And so that's really what I want to brainstorm with you guys here today on the podcast. What are we doing? We talk about that all the time. I don't think we need to talk about that anymore. Where can local businesses help? And what can we offer them to make them want to help? So let's start with, what kind of help do we need? Because that will help me target the businesses that we are going to be using.
I think the big one, just from the discussions that we've had, is really going to be in terms of materials.
Materials, certainly.
Yeah. That would definitely be good.
Materials, props, and people.
So let's take those one at a time. Materials. What kind of businesses would be great for materials? I'm thinking we have a ton of antique stores in the area. We have a ton of thrift stores. I think those could be potential partners.
Yeah. Sorry,
What else?
I had skipped ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Thrift stores, hardware stores. And I don't think Home Depot would be interested in something like this.
I was going to say that's the whale, but
yeah, I think
you're
probably
better
not.
off at like an Ace Hardware or something on a
We-
much smaller scale, or
we
even
actually have
locally
an Ace.
independent, local independent.
Well, and that's the
My
thing.
guess
We
is-
have an Ace that's owned by a local family.
that's the thing. You want the actual individual owned. My guess is Home
exactly.
Depot probably has lawyers at the wazoo that would tell them to tell us that this is a bad
To F off. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, pretty much.
Well, honestly, we wouldn't even get to that point. It would just get
Probably
lost in the
not.
inbox, and by the inbox, I mean the shred machine.
Indeed.
So the big thing is, okay, what do we need? And then what are they getting out of the deal?
Well, hold that thought. Let's start with who are we going to be targeting, and then we'll go on to what do they get it. So thrift stores, hardware stores, anywhere else we're looking for materials.
Think of all the places that
local estate companies.
What places do you prefer to do your dumpster diving at?
That's
sort of a
exactly
joke,
where my
but not
mind
really.
went.
Yeah.
I was going to say, actually, that's not a terrible question.
No, it's really not, because when you're looking at partnerships, especially as you're going in with the idea of having a pitch, you want to be able to talk about, this is how we use you guys. This is not just I'm walking into any business and saying, hey, you want to help me out here? You really want to make it targeted, and the best way to make it targeted is to be able to say, this is why I go here. This is, how I utilize your store, your all of your materials.
And
you want it to be able to have that, because that's going to be where you start to build those relationships to turn them into something more than just some random guy walking in a door and saying, hey, are you interested in this?
And that's why I think the estate companies that I have worked with in the past in particular might be a really good target for this marketing, because on the one hand, like, they may be willing to give me free stuff on the last day of a sale that they couldn't get rid of anyway. Hey, go take this for the haunt, right?
Right.
And I don't think most regular businesses would be willing to go that far. But estate
not,
sales might.
Not at
Probably
not at the size that we're at right now.
Not at the size that we're at now.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
So that's also where starting to build in, and this is, again, as we're looking forward, not just now, having, let's call it sponsorship tiers.
Because,
again, even in Ace Hardware, at this point with our size and what we're doing, they might be willing to put their name, be a partner in name of like, hey, we'll do these things and we'll donate, whatever, because there are accounting implications to all of that, which is, again, not getting into. But
sure.
They're not going to be a huge sponsor, but you start building those relationships now, and then 3-5 years down the line,
exactly,
we have the potential to
We've already
leverage
built a relationship with them.
Something stronger where they know what we're doing. They know what we're providing to the community. We can show, hey, this is what we are providing to the community, both in terms of entertainment and activities, but also in terms of what we've been able to raise for the Southern Maryland Food Bank. If we want to look at branching out into other organizations to provide donations for, having that as a large, big picture, more steps down the line, there's value to that. And again, as we've talked about writing a business plan, this is the same type of concept. You want to look short term, but you also want to look long term. How do you balance those competing interests to benefit across the board?
Yeah, totally.
I think of.
Go ahead, John. No, go ahead.
Well, it's having this conversation is just, it's funny because I'm thinking this is so much more prepared than we were when we didn't start to do Arkham. I probably should. I won't mention the business name, but the first one we went to, I don't know if you remember, we had our little pitch set up and we went to their business and asked if they would be interested in letting us hang some flyers and talk about the hunt. And I believe the gentleman there at the counter response was, "Why? Why would we do that?
Why would we do that?"
So
indeed.
Yes, providing that benefit and planning it out maybe it's a little bit more important.
Indeed.
But
and that's actually a good place to start too, is just going in and saying, hey, can we hang these flyers? Do you have a community bulletin board? Because that does a couple of things. It starts gauging interest in, is this even somebody who's going to have half a mind to even sit down and have a conversation with us? Or is it going to be, why the fuck do I care? Piss off.
Yeah.
So it gauges interest and it opens that door in a way that is.
That's a good note.
It's a gentle way of stepping through that and stepping into that relationship without immediately jumping into a pitch. Because again, as somebody who works front office, we're regularly having people come in with, oh, hey, do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? Oh, hey, we offer that. And in a lot of cases, a hard pitch is not the way to go.
Oh, sure. I mean, to think about society as a whole, how many times are we inundated per day with, hey, let me sell you something, and this is why you need
it.
Right. And so even though we're not selling something, we're trying to build a partnership, build a relationship. You also do want to be able to gauge, is this even worth trying to spend our time and effort to build that relationship, or is this particular location just going to be a non-starter? Like we found out with Spirit. Spirits are independently owned. So some of them, they're happy to help. They're happy to, put things up and be supportive and all of those things. And others are like, no. So again, making that determination and realizing that just because it's the same name does not necessarily mean that it's the same owner and operator.
Yeah. All good points. Unless you bring up a second, what do we need in this conversation? Advertising. And that is definitely something that local businesses can provide, even if it's as simple as hanging a flyer on their property. That could potentially be huge. I think for that,
and it's
I'm
something
targeting
that we can offer in return.
it is absolutely something we can offer in return.
So we are doing the ghost hunting, little QRs. Can we adjust the QRs to have each, or put on the QRs to have each letter sponsored by a different company?
No, because they're not. So there's only one QR on the. less.
Mm-hmm.
So yes and yes, I think there's a way to accomplish the way that you're doing, not with the QRs. Because remember, it's not a QR, it's RFID.
Yeah, right.
So there's nothing to see there,
on
right?
the RFID.
But there's no reason we couldn't brand the ghosts.
Yes.
No.
Except that at each ghost station, there's a little sign there, sponsored by so and so, or
sponsored by Hardware, sponsored by this,
the entire ghost hunt is sponsored by someone. So
maybe that's, and I think, I mean, we could do that. We can offer ad time. We can offer, like you said, discounted rate. We can do all kinds of things.
Did you really just say ad time at a haunted house?
I think he's talking about on the podcast. But
yeah, exactly.
We can have, we can do a poster board or a signage of, we would like to thank our sponsors. Here are organizations that have contributed, even if it's just we put our flyer up in their window with their permission. We can say, do that, because, and again, that's the big thing here is, because we are doing this as a charity haunt, because that is our goal, that it needs to be part of our pitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our goal is to raise funds and donations
food. Yep.
For the Southern Maryland Food Bank.
Yeah.
And this is what we want to do with it. This is how it's going. Because being able to, because again, the cynicism aside, companies like being able to be like, yeah, we do this, and then they donate here, and it looks good on reporting and everything else.
Yeah, totally.
Especially when it's a case of, we gave them a bunch of scrap plywood.
The Candlelighters, I think, did this very effectively. They had an entire wall on one side of their midway that just listed out their sponsors at various levels. So, the ones who did more than 1,000, the ones who did more than 500, the ones that did more than $100 donations. And then they also had a area for in-kind sponsors. So ones who donated materials or gave them free advertising or something like that. Time, exactly, sent people to help build the haunt, all were in-kind donations. And so everyone who contributed got their name put up on this wall. The Haunting You podcast got their name put up as an in-kind sponsor because I was there every day and did a ton of work for them, right?
Get you, we can have the people there. If anybody who's not in costume, maybe we could have like Haunting You t-shirts sponsored by Ace Hardware or something on there.
Yeah, I don't want to do t-shirts.
Well, everybody loves t-shirts.
Not yet. But
not yet.
Not yet.
Again, it's the staging.
It is absolutely a stage thing.
Especially as you're coming back into the area, and this is, let's call it what it is. Even though it's not our second year, it's our second year. And so, we want to make sure that what we're asking, what we're trying to build is in line with where we are at. Rather than, again, we're not trying to ask for the moon. We're just trying to start the process. And that's what this year really is this is starting the process. And then as we start to build those connections, next year we start to leverage them. And then we keep going from there. So, again, we're talking about these things, and it is absolutely, sure, we could offer ad space on the podcast. Not really going to do shit because we don't have
a local audience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we can do all of these other things that would work within the constraints that we have.
Exactly. But a bigger issue with doing t-shirts, John, is this is home-based. I don't want to bring in selling merch or anything like that, because I think that crosses the line from not pro to pro. And let me
rephrase. I wasn't talking about selling t-shirts. I wasn't talking about selling merchandise or t-shirts like that. Just literally I was talking about like getting 5 to 6 t-shirts printed up to be worn by staff just for visibility. I wasn't literally talking about
in costume.
That's why I said anyone who's not in costume.
Everyone's in costume.
I feel like there would be people either way. But yeah, I was sorry. I should have clarified. I wasn't talking about actually selling merchandise.
Do appreciate that. So we're talking about sponsorship of the Ghost Hunts of the sponsorship wall. We do have a website that I have already started putting in-kind sponsors on. Let me see. SCE.
Are you listing all the rows that you pick up doors off of?
No. But just so you know, the Haunting You podcast is a sponsor of Sangamon Creek Estates, as is Southern Maryland Jelly Ball.
Go us!
But legitimately, Stampler Auctions last year gave us all of that free plywood when the Laser Tag Arena went out of business. So they got a shout out on the sponsors page on our website as well.
Yeah.
So website call out.
The other thing that we're going to want to do in terms of planning ahead is identify what type of metrics we want to be able to track for presentations for next year.
Hold that thought. Let's come back to that after the break.
Okay.
But write that down so we don't forget it. I made Leslie get up and actually have to write something down.
Hey,
I'm sorry, my son is.
I already forgot what I'm writing down.
So what else do we need that sponsors could help with? We've talked about materials. We've talked about advertising.
Cold hard cat.
Yeah, of course. Always.
That's going to take a couple of years.
Excuse me.
I don't.
Do you have money?
Do you have money?
And we have some.
Is it hard? Is it cash?
Wow, so many dirty jokes abound.
I'm picturing someone handing you dollar bills and you're saying, you don't even chill your ones. Philistines.
Oh, God. Now I'm imagining trying to stick that in a stripper's song and being like, why isn't it cold? God damn it, it's so fucking hot.
What the hell?
I'm not allowed unsupervised.
I'm picturing being the stripper and someone sticking an ice cold bun in my string. That sounds terrible.
With those stage lights, it'd probably feel pretty good.
Yeah, maybe. Fair point.
Stage lights get
Plus, do you
hot.
see what that led to?
I don't want to go in asking for cash.
Sure, whose fault this is, though.
Indeed. I don't want to go into businesses asking for cash being our first year out. I do want to go in asking for material help.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's all about case stripping now.
It is indeed all about case stripping, always. So we're looking for materials. We're looking for advertising. We're looking for people. Oh, interesting point.
We need actors, builders, people who can come in and assist and support. This is where I recommend looking at schools, because most schools do have a community service.
I actually have been meaning to look into that. Give me a quick second, because I'm going to pull up the county website.
Yeah. Because with that, especially again, since we are doing this with the intent to provide donations, and we do have documentation of donations that we've been able to provide thus far, we might be able to get that to qualify and to coordinate with your local school district.
My county public schools require all students to complete 75 student service learning hours as a graduation requirement mandated by the Maryland State of Education. Students can earn 1 service learning hour for every hour of service completed. Service must be voluntary, unpaid, and benefit the school or community in areas such as health, education, the environment, or public safety. House-to-house solicitation or distribution projects are strictly prohibited. And for students who transfer later in their career, it's prorated. They can serve at local parks, pre-approved organizations. CCPS maintains a list of approved community organizations where students can volunteer. How do we get on that list?
I was going to say, you can see your mouth watering at the thought of unpaid help.
We get on it sideways. No, we get on it sideways.
Bow chicka bow wow?
How do you get on the list? You get on it sideways.
We're not established enough to get on that list. I can almost guarantee. You could check. By all means, check. But I can almost guarantee we're not established enough to get on that list. That being said, reaching out to the food bank that we've been doing the donations with to see if we can coordinate with them as, again, a mutual sponsorship where either we round up and do an event for the kids where they both help the haunt and the food bank. And it's a duel.
I'm pulling up the list to see if the food bank happens to be on here. Red Cross, Sculpture Garden, Boys and Girls Club, Alliance Against Substance Abuse, Concept Charitable Corporation. Ooh, the Marine Museum. The Republican and Democratic Central Committees, Freedom Hill Horse Rescue. That's cool. Friends of the One Room
I will
Schoolhouse.
happily go muck stalls if I get to pet ponies.
Jefferson Patterson Park, Leap Forward, Morgan State University, Estuarine Research Center, Patuxent Habitat for Humanity, Estuarine. Estuarine?
Estuarine, yeah.
Estuarine. Patuxent Habitat for Humanity, Point Beyond, Adolescent Clubhouse of Calvert, Point Echo. That's it. This is a short list. And
yeah,
these are...
They're probably not.
Yeah,
probably
that's why
not. I see no reason why we couldn't ask.
Well, again, we can ask, but I would also, again, looking at partnering with the food bank is going to be the easier way in. The other one to look at is actually reaching out. I would actually say reaching out to Habitat for Humanity for a couple of reasons. One, they're an amazing organization. Two, we're
fucked. Sorry, I was reading while you were talking. Representatives from community organizations interested in becoming pre-approved for SSL, the list, must contact the CCPS county SSL coordinator, attend an orientation, and show proof of tax-exempt status and liability insurance coverage.
Yeah,
we definitely
we're not there yet.
We are lacking tax-exempt status.
I think we'll be lacking tax-exempt status for some time.
I've been meaning to look into that and see what it would cost to do.
It's not too
cheap.
much. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. So again, it's this setting the stage. A lot of what we're really doing, as much as we're talking about, wanting to do all of this now, we're really ground level, where we're digging ourselves up to ground level in a lot of ways. But reaching out to Habitat might be good for a couple of reasons. One, the Colorado Habitat also has a donation center that you can then go in and purchase things for home projects, and it is open to the public. So it's both a donation. It's kind of like a Goodwill, but it's specifically for home improvement type projects. So like doorknobs, all sorts of stuff.
It costs $275 if you project your annual gross receipts to be $50,000 or less over the next 3 years and have assets under $250K.
What did we make last year?
That.
$45.
Yeah. Yeah. But here's the other thing though. We need to set up our entire financial reporting structure, and we don't have it.
We do not have that yet.
You have to there's a lot of reporting obligations required for nonprofit management.
What would it take to do that less?
We need to get an accounting platform. There's a bunch of different ones. One specifically for nonprofits. Let me pull my nonprofit books out, because I did this for Twin.
Look into it for me.
Yeah, I did this for Twin when she was trying to set up Bite-A-Wee. And then, but again, Habitat might be an organization that, especially because we have the partnership with the food bank, might be able to do something with Habitat as a...
If we we could potentially get Habitat to come and assist, and then any students they bring with them could earn hours that way.
That part, I haven't done anything with Habitat in so long.
Or similar with the Boys and Girls Club.
Hey, do you consider yourself, the three of us, and any work site that the three of us are on a safe environment for children?
Obviously.
That look on your face.
As long as you don't have power tools.
Or what, are you adding that to a specific safety code? And if you see John with a nail gun, duck or run.
That is definitely
See
part
John
of the
with
safety brief.
a
Yeah.
hammer.
Ring the safety
not
bell.
go run.
Ring the safety bell.
You ring the
Exactly.
safety bell
Exactly.
so everyone knows, and then you run.
Okay. Let's take a quick break, hear from our sponsors, and then I want to come back and talk more about this nonprofit idea, Les.
Alrighty, and welcome back. Thank you to our sponsors. You guys are amazing, and we absolutely could not do this nearly as well without you.
And if you have word that you want to get out to the hunt community, definitely reach out to us on any of our social media. That is, of course, facebook.com/huntingyou, at Hunting University on Instagram, at Hunting You on YouTube. And we can tell you all of the ways that we can help you get your message out to the hunt community. I guarantee you, you will not find cheaper advertising anywhere than right here on the Hunting You podcast. And every one of our listeners is probably your target audience. They're all absolute freaking Halloween enthusiasts and exactly the people you want to get your hunt related products in front of. So reach out and we can help you get your message to our audience. So we talked about what we are looking for when we're seeking to partner with some local businesses. We're looking for materials, we're looking for advertising, we're looking for actors and builders, all things that we think the local community could help us with. So what are they getting in return? Well, we've talked a little bit about the things that we can offer, and a lot of it is free advertising for these businesses. We can put them up on our website. We could put a signage at the hunt itself that has names of companies that are assisting or logos of companies that are assisting, and we have certain individual attractions even that we could potentially have people sponsoring. The ghost hunt, the haunted house, the crypt stories. I don't know how far I want to go with individual sponsorship like that, especially because we're not looking for money at this time, but it is something to think about down the line.
Mm-hmm.
So what else can we offer aside from free advertising? Is there anything else that we could offer?
We can offer our time. We can offer free advertising.
What do you mean by our time?
I mean, literally our time. Like, hey, we'll, I mean, you're already basically doing it for your arcade.
Well, that certainly. I wonder if I could get them to sponsor. Ooh, there's a relationship that's already built.
Mm-hmm.
And he's already offered to like hang posters in his window. No big deal there. But when you said time, it gave me a thought. Social media. We have social media for the haunt. We could absolutely do call outs for sponsors on the social media. Which reminds me, I need to set up more social media for the haunt. We have Facebook. That's it right now.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need more. The other place, too, is other local haunts. You have a grumpy face. Why do you have a grumpy face?
I do have a grumpy face because I'm not convinced professional haunts would actually be willing to partner with us. But I know of at least one other home haunt that probably would.
Well, so home haunt. I mean, we can ask some of the pros or some of the mid-range. Again, pros probably not.
Hey, Carlos, you still listening to this podcast? If you are, hit me up. I want to chat.
But definitely other home haunts, because that can generate, oh, hey, I don't need these props. Oh, hey, we can do trade. So kind of setting up that mutually beneficial. What do you have that you don't need? What do I have that I don't need? Do I have something that you need? Trading out on time of, hey, I suck at doing electrical. Can you come in and help with this? So that would be another avenue of.
No, you're absolutely right. We should definitely reach out to
those relationships.
Other haunts. I've also had this thought about, we talked to that guy at East Coast who started a haunt community in Long Island by just creating a map of local haunts. I'm not tech savvy. I don't know how hard it would be to do that, but I would love to do that.
As long as you don't mind it being static with a manual update component, you can do it for free via Google Earth.
What do you mean by static?
Well, it actually might not even need to be static.
Hey, somdhaunts.com does not exist yet. Or
Here,
so,
let me show you.
So what am I looking at here?
So this is Google Earth. And what you can do is you can map out locations with tags or information. So like this one, this was a carpentry project. You can add in information. So if you wanted to build a map of haunts, you could say,
can this be embedded?
I think it can.
But you don't know how.
No, I've just started playing with this recently.
Yeah. But this is Google Earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my websites are through Google.
Right. So theoretically, looks like there's a slideshow option. Like there's definitely a lot of tools in here. And here's the other thing. I have the free version. There are other versions that are available that have significantly more stuff.
Sure. We wouldn't necessarily need.
Mm-hmm. So essentially what you're talking about in building a map, you pretty much just need a basic GIS model. And Google Earth is that.
Yeah.
Because then you just say, okay, here's, saved a project. This is Sanguine Creek 2.0. Okay, we've got another one over here. Hey, this school has a haunt or has an event. Flag it. You can put notes in as to what type of event or a link to a website. So theoretically, you could say, this is what I wanted to do with this is I wanted to see where are we seeing our pools being built? Where are we seeing our carpentry projects being built? That was why I started this from a marketing perspective of, hey, should we start targeting this area more for pools or this area more for pools?
Sure. Yeah.
But again, you have a map of, the greater Chesapeake Beach area.
Directly embedding 3D Google Earth into Google Sites is not natively supported. Google Earth is designed as an interactive web devlog application rather than a widget you can paste on a third-party website. However, depending on your needs, you could use Google Maps, share a project link. You could use an integrated map widget to drop specific locations.
And that's what I was saying. You might need to be static.
Yeah, I'm playing with it a little bit.
But yeah, like, hey, every home haunt, charity haunt, let's put a pin in every single one of them. And then this goes up on our website. This goes up on our social media, what have you. And hey, you want to do a tour of charity haunts. Here's your charity haunts map colored. You want to do a tour of home haunts. Here's your, that's again, how do you build those relationships between the smaller haunts? This is a way to do that while supporting each other and then still having that trade-off of I can do this, you can do that, let's coordinate.
There's also a thought like, is it worth doing it ourselves, or do we just talk to someone like Fright Find and
see what they put together?
See if they are.
Yeah.
I don't know if Fright Find. I'm skimming Fright Find's website right now. I don't know that they do home haunts. I think they're just pro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! They do have a thing for home haunts. I was wrong. Look at that. Why is my home haunt not on here?
Did you ask it to be?
I don't think I have. I don't think I didn't realize that they do this. They have a ton though. Holy smokes.
So yeah, even as talking to them and being like, hey, can you guys do a custom for the area of focusing on home and charity haunts? Again, the worst thing somebody can say is no.
North Beach Haunted Adventure in North Beach, Maryland? Is this my North Beach, Maryland?
I don't know. How many North Beach, Marylands are there?
I wouldn't think very many. Okay, we're definitely going to have to reach out to the other local haunts, is what I am definitely seeing here.
Yes.
Because there appear to be more than I expected. Anyway.
That does sound entertaining.
So, yeah, we're definitely going to have to reach out to the other haunts in the area.
Mm-hmm.
And even if we are not able to do a map or something, we can still certainly advertise for each other.
Yeah. The nice thing is even with a map, even if you do that, if you build it out, you can still do a static image and a key.
Yeah. It looks like that is super easy to do even on a Google site. I don't just playing with it for the 2 minutes that I had here. I didn't see a way that I could do multiple locations on the map. I may only be able to do a single location on the map.
Through Google Earth?
Through
the
Google site, the map, the embedded map on Google sites.
Oh, okay. The other thing that you can do, which it might be a little bit clunkier, is because you can make a bunch of pins on Google Maps. So you could also do it that way and then see if you can embed that.
Sure. I'm going to say keep playing with your Google Earth. See if you can find a way that we can link to a project, or I don't know what you would call it.
It's a project.
It's a project. See if there's a way that we can link to a project, because then we could set it all up in Google Earth and just have click here to see all the haunts in the area, right? Yeah. Or to see a map of all the haunts. We can have still advertise for all of them on a website and then direct it to Google Earth.
Because again, hey, you want to do a major tour over a Saturday, Sunday, plan it out. Here's a list.
Out here. Exactly. Okay. So love that idea. And that would give us something else to offer. Hell, we could even do that for our sponsor businesses. Add them to the map. Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't even started playing with layers on there of hey, if you want to see only charity haunts and treat it as a layer issue instead of as a color issue. Again, I am just barely scratching the surface. And my friend's husband, actually, he does GIS work professionally. So if I really, really wanted to get creative, I could talk to him to get some ideas and see if there's some other programs for GIS work that I could access for free.
Yeah. Okay, great. Please look into that. I would love to hear what kind of options we have, because I see this as a great way to do advertising. And since we really can't do yard signs anymore, any option that we have, I think, is worth pursuing.
Yep.
So yeah, please,
including theft.
More. No, I knew you were waiting for something at the right time to jump in.
Well, come on, I can't just sit there. I have to have a lead in.
I know. I was actually just getting ready to ask you if you were waiting, what lead-in you were looking for before you spoke up.
I should have texted. For God's sake, would one of you set me up? No,
I'm pretty sure between the two of us, you have been well set up with your wife.
I'll check about well. You heard me.
Fair enough. It's the third one. This show up and start charging you. No, sorry, Chad was crazy.
Wait a second.
Then AirPods died.
It's definitely the charge. Check about well.
So we should start charging you?
Probably, yes.
Oh, excellent.
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, can we back charge you?
Oh.
I have so many years of charges for your bow wows.
I was going to say
so many years.
Speaking of garnishing wages, that's what that would pretty much lead to, I think.
Can I get the Coast Guard to garnish your wages for that?
No comment.
It doesn't hurt to ask.
Sometimes it hurts to ask. This one might hurt.
Doesn't hurt Leslie to ask.
It does not hurt Leslie. All right.
Hi, John. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry. AirPods died. Chad was crazy. Pods needed to charge.
Yeah, I also had to get up at one point to go yell at the kids because it's 11:30 at night. They were so loud I could hear them through my headphones. I'm like, you're gonna wake your mother up. Knock it off.
I know the feeling.
I mean, you could have just let them hang and let them deal with waking up Ash.
Yes, but then I would also have to deal with the fury of a Ash without adequate sleep.
Well, that is.
Have they been taught the lesson? The old, if Mama's not happy, nobody happy.
Yes.
Okay.
And in fact,
it's a valuable lesson
because we're on summer break now. This is the first week of summer break. They are learning
with Ashley
all of the things that make a not happy mother, particularly like peeing on the seat. Boys.
Yes. The classic.
The classic. Abso-freaking-lutely.
So does Ashley, the stupid question, does Ashley work from home a lot then for these?
She works at home Exclusively.
Exclusively.
Almost.
That's what I
exclusively.
thought. Okay. I was going to say, if it makes you feel any better, Ezra is home 24 hours a day. So,
Yeah.
and even before he went on summer break, preschool was 3 hours long.
Yeah. Is he starting kindergarten this year?
Next year.
Next year.
He has
So
one more. I was like, do you have any idea how many meetings I'm on where he's hiding under my desk or holding my leg, or I'm just like, yeah, my camera's broken. Yeah, I don't know why.
People wanted me to join you in this adventure of parenthood.
My favorite, I think there was a commercial for Zoom. I don't know. I love work from home. There's a commercial for Zoom where you see a guy like doing the same thing as I just described, just being on meetings and trying to keep it calm. And this was during COVID. And the camera like pans down to under his desk, and you see his daughter's painting his toenails. And the tagline is like, "You do what you got to do."
You do what you got to do. Love that.
That's hilarious.
So to sum up what we've talked about, we are going to put together a sponsorship flyer. I'm going to put together a sponsorship flyer that I can send out to potential partners. We're going to talk about the things that we need. That's primarily materials, advertising, actors and builders, and of course, partnerships with other haunts. And what can we offer? We can offer mostly advertising. We have our website that we can put links to their website on. We can do social media call outs. We can set up a wall that actually talks about all the sponsors here at the haunt, so everybody who comes to visit can see who is supporting us. We can even brand the ghost hunt or other attractions in the yard to various businesses.
More adventurous sponsors. We can make them. We can make them headstones.
Ooh, I like that idea.
No, we could totally make them headstones. I love that.
I think we all have headstones.
You're right. You both have headstones.
Thank you. Hold on, you never made one for yourself?
I did not make one for myself. No.
Oh, gee.
You know why?
Ooh.
Honestly, I have no good.
I was gonna say, damn. I was like, I feel a straight line coming. Honestly.
No, you guys deserved it.
What you wrote on there?
No, Leslie was gone but not forgotten. Forgotten but not gone.
Forgotten but not gone. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And then John, yours.
Forgotten but not dead.
Forgotten but not dead. Yeah.
I like that.
John, yours just has a giant pineapple on it.
I thought a disease got me, but okay, fair enough.
No. The difference between your tombstone and then the character that you voiced to Tombstone.
Correct.
That was it. Okay.
So yes, the ghost that you voiced did die of smallpox, and his tombstone is there was a vaccine for this 10 years ago.
Yep, I just found yours, John. There is no epitaph, just a pineapple.
I'll take it. If I'm going to go, I would like to go in a confusing manner. So I'm good with that.
Yep, Les, you are forgotten but not dead. Catherine, I told you the voice was real.
What was it? I told you I was sick or something like that.
There was a vaccine.
I thought you had one in there.
There was a vaccine for this 13 years ago.
Yep, that one. I still love that one. That one warms my heart. My cold dead heart.
That one never fails to make me smile. Thackeray just again.
That's right. Damn it again.
Yeah, I mean,
Rex, I named him Thackeray after Thackeray Binks.
Correct.
And Hocus Pocus, and he dies how many times?
Yeah, we had Josh Binks and Thackeray Cooper to make sure we caught them both.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, and Charity was found lost.
Yes.
I mean, did either of you ever want something like that on your headstone just to confuse passersby? Like
100%, absolutely.
Isn't that the entire point of a headstone, especially since I'm not going to be buried under it?
I mean, are you going to be watching from the trees?
Well, I mean,
yeah, okay.
With any luck.
Ask a silly question.
No, I want a fucking Viking funeral.
I was just thinking, like, wouldn't it be fun to walk through a graveyard and just see, like, died in unsuccessful Hindenburg recreation or something like that? I don't know.
That would be Adam Savage.
Yeah, fair.
Although they did have a very, very successful Hindenburg recreation, so I can't quite say that. Their Hindenburg experiment was quite effective.
I like that.
And on that note, definitely go check out the Haunting You podcast at hauntingyou.com and all of our social medias, facebook.com/hauntingyou, at Haunting University on Instagram, and at Haunting You on YouTube. You can find us in all of those places. You can also find more episodes of the Haunting You podcast on any app that you like to listen to podcasts on. So make sure you go like and subscribe so you can be notified every time that we release a whole new podcast. In the meantime, I hope that your builds are going well. We have some great episodes planned for the summer. I just heard back from Badger today confirming that he is going to come on in July to talk about acting.
Excellent.
And then, of course, we have Texas Hunters Convention. We'll be doing a live show from the show floor at Texas, and then we'll do a recap episode as well where we can showcase all the people who stop by and see our booth. So,
and if you get really, really, really lucky and or unlucky, depending on your thoughts, you might get a recording of Kay and I driving and discussing nonprofits, among other things.
I don't know,
and all of the other associated shenanigans, which you guys have not had since West Coast.
That's actually an interesting point, Les. I wonder what it would take to like set up a camera in our car to record us as we're going down. Actually,
Easy.
A dash cam.
Shut up and take my money.
Dash cam, or even just a phone.
Well, I mean, certainly that, but I'm worried about storage on the phone.
Yeah, you've got a. The thing that you used for your time lapses, GoPro.
GoPro is the word you were looking for there.
Just
that has limited storage space though. It's highly dependent on the SD card.
Okay.
I've been wanting to get a dash cam. This might be a good time to get a dash cam.
Good time or good excuse?
That. Anyway, we will see you all next time. John, take us out.
Bye, everyone.
Leslie, take us out.
Oh, John, you're hopeless. From all of us here at you're interrupting me again. I'm going to throw shit at you. Actually, I'm going to have your child throw shit at you.
Accurate.
Much more entertaining. Plausible deniability.
I'm trying to shut up.
Not very well. From all of us here at Haunting You, thanks for listening and happy haunting.
Go ahead, John.
Bye, everyone.
We are incredibly grateful to all the sponsors who make this show possible, especially our premium sponsors, the Chamber of Haunters and VFX. You can learn more about our premium sponsors by checking out their websites at chamberofhaunters.com and vfxcreates.com. Check out our website at hauntingyou.com for more information on everything that we do. Haunting You can be reached via Facebook at facebook.com/hauntingyou with just the letter U, or on Instagram under the handle at Haunting University, and YouTube under the handle at Haunting You. Haunting You is a production of Sanguine Creek Entertainment. All audio clips and sound effects are used under a Creative Commons Attribution or public domain license from Purple Planet Music at purple-planet.com or the Sound Bible at soundbible.com. Please see the show notes for more information on all the clips used in this episode.